What happens when a £24 million vision starts becoming a reality? Let's find out.
So we are working on 8 projects currently.
What was your build cost?
With the build, especially of this nature, you end up doing 80% of the work at the last 20% of the build. Relaxing space.
It's a yoga studio. This period is like one of the most stressful periods. This
It is,
probably
it is,
where,
it is.
if you had to do it all again, would you? Hey everyone, welcome to this week's video. I'm so excited about today because in today's video, we are going back to the incredible £22 million Six Senses development by Amara Property. You might remember I visited the site 8 months ago, did a video there, and back then the project was under construction and I got a tour by the incredible Rutu Buddhdev, the powerhouse behind the project. Well, today I'm going back for a follow-up with Rutu to see just how far things have come. Let's go. Hey Rutu.
Hello, welcome back.
Great to see you again.
Nice to see you
How you
again.
doing?
Long time no see.
Yeah, it's been a while, yeah.
Yeah, it has.
So yeah, last time I was here, it was a serious construction site. I can see things have moved on a bit.
Yes.
I think a couple of the plots were still coming off the ground.
They were, and now
Yeah.
you can see that, you know, all the scaffolds come down and we're landscaping, and
Yeah.
it's in that next phase, definitely.
Great. Well, I'm excited to have a look. So you ready to do this interview again?
I'm very excited.
I just checked this morning. Our last video has done over 19,000 views.
Oh, okay, that's
Incredible,
amazing.
isn't it?
That's incredible, yeah.
Incredible. So just to recap for viewers that might not have seen the last video, what are you doing here? What is this development?
So we have our development here, Six Senses, which is 6 individually designed houses in this
Yeah.
estate. It's going to be a gated estate.
Yeah.
With a very nice entrance feature over there with like a water feature and a really big like stone and lots of landscaping. So the houses here are all 5 and 6 bedroom houses. We have about 35,000 square feet all in.
Yeah.
So they're big houses.
Yeah. Wow.
So you have an entrance road coming in. Each house has its own landscaping with front driveway. 4 of the plots have sunken garages with green roofs, which are pretty cool. And then 2 of the plots have kind of your more traditional garage, a double and a triple garage with accommodation above.
Yeah. It's a big site,
Yeah.
So you bought the site with planning? Is that
Yes,
correct?
we did.
Yeah?
Yes,
With
we did.
Savills and
Through Savills, yes.
Yeah, if I remember correctly. And how much did you pay for it at the time?
5.3 million for the site.
5.3.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a site of this size, I mean, just our SIL and S106 contribution was over £1 million.
Yeah.
So it comes with a bit of a price tag.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So I can see you're not quite finished, but you're not far off. And I know from doing our own developments that this period is like one of the most stressful periods.
Yes, nail on the head there.
Yeah, this
It
is
is,
probably
it is,
where
it
it's
is.
like one of the most intense periods, right? Because you're thinking about your finance costs, you're thinking about marketing, sales, all your certifications for practical completion.
Yeah.
So how far off are you from finishing?
You know, we're not far off now. I mean, you know, it's really just the bulk of the external landscaping, which is already being executed.
Yeah.
And that's, I think, when the site will come to life.
Yeah,
But we did
definitely.
touch upon earlier that we said, you know, with the build, especially of this nature, you end up doing 80% of the work at the last 20% of the build.
Yeah.
And it's all that coordination to make sure that we get it to PC, obviously with the quality in mind. And then, yeah, really, you know, getting them all signed off, getting them all building control signed off, and starting all the marketing efforts. We've actually started that a little bit already with Savills and their PR teams.
Yeah. What is the current market reception? Have you managed to sell any off plan?
We actually haven't. We're just starting now,
Right,
because
okay.
I think we wanted to be able to show not just the site, but a complete show home. And we
definitely.
have that ready now. So we're going to be doing a phased launch and be launching them almost a plot at a time.
Okay.
And I think that will work really nicely.
Yeah, and you've got a show home ready.
We
have you?
do.
Which we can have a look at?
Yes, we
Yeah?
can.
Look incredible, don't they? I mean, they all look, as you say, very different.
You know, and the beauty of it is, because of the incline of the site,
Yeah.
they don't feel as claustrophobic.
No.
They're actually more spacious.
Yeah.
And to top that off, the views are incredible. So as soon as you get up on the site, all of, like, for example, the masters in the front bedrooms,
Yeah.
the principal bedrooms here, they all look over the fields, and the same on this side. So you really capture the countryside really nicely.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it was a lot more work to build on the incline.
Yeah,
But,
I can imagine.
but I think once
Yeah.
it's all softened with planting,
Yeah.
it's really I think it's gonna look a lot more spacious.
And you had these retaining walls going, right? In front
Yeah.
of each plot.
Yes.
Just to hold the land back.
I mean, you can see it right over there.
Yeah.
You know, it's a good couple meters
Yeah.
that is retaining back. And we've built the walls, so they're built with planters inside. You can see there's like a double step. So that's going to be landscaped in the middle, just to soften the wall.
Wow. It's incredible.
It actually gives a lot of privacy between the plots.
Okay. Great. God, it's crazy, isn't it? Just it's unbelievable. Look at all these level changes. Yeah, very impressive site. Yeah, so we're just about to walk through the front door of the show home. Yep. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, put these on.
Welcome home.
Yeah, wow. This is incredible. I remember this staircase.
Yes.
It's impressive, isn't it? Wow.
So as you can see, it's a show home in progress. They've started putting all the furniture in now. It's taken about 2 weeks just to get it dressed.
Yeah.
There's still bits that they need to finish. I think we've got 1 more week left, and then it's like ready to go.
Ready to go.
Yeah.
Wow, it looks really impressive. Yeah.
Here's the man cave.
Love this sort of entrance lobby area.
Let me show you your man cave.
Yeah.
So this is our
I remember this.
study.
Yeah. Yeah, were there any design spec changes? You said you've upped the spec, have
Yes.
you, a little bit? What did you do?
So we added ducted air conditioning into the house. It's a full lighting design, a lot more detailed lighting,
Yeah.
accompanied with the Lutron home automation. So we've got the lighting, heating, music system, air conditioning, all kind of, you can control it from an app.
Yeah.
So the little bit of tech, I think that's gone in as well. So you can see the lounge.
Yeah, let's carry on.
So this is our lounge. So we've got, I think I might have mentioned last time, but we've got air source heat pumps in the development, but also gas for fireplace
Yeah.
for that toasty winter
Yeah,
evening.
definitely.
Yeah.
Wow, the finish looks amazing. What have you got here? Wallpaper?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
So
gonna-
things like the coffered ceiling, and that's all with LED
Yeah.
detailing in there as well. So
Yeah.
when the lights
Yeah.
all come on, it's going to
Yeah,
look
unfortunately
amazing.
we can't have the lights on yet. I think the electricians are just doing some stuff. So.
Yeah, we got the meters installed, so they need to reconnect
Right, yeah.
the houses now.
Okay,
Bring them to life.
yeah. There's still quite nice ceiling heights as well.
Yeah, it is. I think we've got
Yeah.
about 2.7 on the ground floor.
Yeah.
So we've maintained that all the way up, you'll see, especially
Yeah.
on the top floor where we've not put in kind of loft storage, we've just kind of opened up the ceilings.
Are there any design features that you're especially proud of?
Yeah, I think, overall, just the level of detailing that's gone in,
Yeah.
with I mean, if you look at this development, 6 houses, but you've got, over 40 bathrooms. Each bathroom is different. So the level of detail in that design, that's what I think is spectacular. And again, put in with the lighting as well. So a lot of like feature lighting, especially like in the cloakroom and the principal ensuite. And that's just the extra specification.
Definitely, yeah.
It's made it more fun, but...
Yeah. Gosh, I remember this kitchen.
Yeah, I think it was all covered up when
It
we
was
came
all covered
last.
up, yeah.
They just installed it, actually.
It's definitely a place to entertain, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
God, yeah.
So it's the Bora hob. So
Bora
it's
hob,
inducted.
Yeah.
Inducted
Down.
down, yeah.
Yeah. Do you think the luxury market has changed since you started the project?
Yeah, definitely. I think, when we started the project 2 years ago now, we were still in that kind of rate increasing environment. And I think a lot of buyers, and especially at this end, were happy to just wait it out. And I think we've crossed that over now. So what we're seeing, at least what we're hearing on the ground, is that they're transacting again on higher value properties. Right. I mean, in this area, if you're selling, 3-4 million pound properties, that's the top end of the market. Whereas if you went to central London, that's probably not the case. I think the top end of the market in central London obviously is still not really come back.
Right.
But we don't see that here in this area.
Slightly different here, yeah.
It's a different demographic. A lot more local buyers.
Yeah.
We do have international buyers, London buyers as well. But yeah, less reliance, I think, on the international market.
I just love this staircase.
Yeah, we're happy with the stairs. The finish
Yeah,
is great.
look, it's such a nice feature.
You can see the roof light. They're all so different.
Yeah. Look at the space here.
Yeah.
It's lovely, isn't it? What was your build cost? Yeah.
So we're about 250 a square foot on build, 32,000 square feet.
That's still good. That's good. I mean, I was expecting more, but
I mean, I think it's taken longer.
Yeah.
That's probably been more of the challenge for us.
Yeah.
We had a 20-month build program originally, and we'll probably be done it by like 26 months. So we've got 6 months extra build in that.
Yeah.
And I think that's just been down to the sheer volume of work and the coordination between the different subcontractors to kind of get to the finish that we need to. It's taken a bit longer. But
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky site, as you've already said. And just remind us, you do it all in-house. You're a principal contractor, right?
We are, yeah. So we're contractor and developer.
Yeah.
And then we've got a great team of subcontractors that we very heavily rely on. And they tend to work on most of our projects. So the good thing is that we've got such a wonderful team of subcontractors. We know their work, we know their finish. There's a relationship there as well, which is so important.
Yeah.
But yeah, really wouldn't have been possible without them. It's a team effort, as we say.
Yeah. Okay, so this...
Let me show you the principal.
This is the principal. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. I love that. It's got that new home smell, hasn't it?
That's our diffusers.
Is it?
We have our own scent, so.
Yeah. Oh, did you?
Yeah.
That's
Smell
nice.
marketing.
Yeah, lovely views to the garden as well. Right?
Yeah, you can see all the garden, and it kind of connects into the dressing area.
God, I love these.
And these are all reflective doors.
Yeah.
So like,
Yeah.
they've got LED strip lighting inside everywhere. And when they go on, you can see through.
Yeah.
So you've got to keep your cupboard really clean. And
We're
neat.
looking into something similar for one of ours.
It does give you the Hollywood vibe almost.
Yeah. You're going to need to let me know who these guys are.
This is Neatsmith. They're fantastic.
Are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
So, principal ensuite here. They all have, his and hers sinks, and then we've tried in some of the layouts where we can tuck in the shower and the loo, so a bit more private. And there's a lot of LED kind of strip lighting within all the niches that are there.
Yeah. Yeah, it's big. Yeah, it's lovely. And freestanding bath.
Yes.
From Luso. Yeah.
Yeah, we love Luso.
Yeah.
So Luso, and then all the, and it's all Hansgrohe as well.
Yeah.
You can see the plumbers in action here, but second bedroom here.
Our plumbers are in there.
Yeah, so there's vanities going in today.
Okay. It's still very nice and big, isn't it? This,
Yeah, the sizes are fantastic.
Yeah. I love this.
And again, it's really nice. Everywhere you look out, you're seeing like a canopy of greenery.
Yeah. Gosh.
We're really lucky with the site because of the surrounding area is just so green.
Yeah.
Actually, most of our landscaping budget has actually gone to the middle of the site and the front of the site because there's this contrast between the front being a new build site and then the rear, which is really mature landscape. So we've got just shy of 40 trees, and most of them are going into the front driveway of each of the houses.
Yeah. God, that's crazy, yeah. I know in projects like this, build costs can sometimes run away.
Yeah.
High-end projects. So how have you kind of kept it? I mean, it's impressive that you managed to do it for
really
around 250.
I mean, yeah, overall. I mean, we've
Yeah.
had cost overruns in certain areas, but it's almost always balancing, trying to value engineer. And it's difficult because you need to value engineer without compromising on quality.
Yeah.
So it's just been a lot of shopping around, working closely with contractors,
Yeah.
trying daily to procure efficiently.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is challenging. It's
Yeah.
definitely been, and I just think, every project is. This is no different. The numbers are just bigger, that's all.
Yeah. Yeah. I guess you can compromise in certain areas, but at the end of the day, the buyer's expectations is going to kind of dictate, where the build costs go to a certain extent.
Exactly. I do think with
Yeah.
a bigger site, though, you do get that volume of scale because you're also tendering bigger packages. So there is that added benefit, I think, of a bigger site versus a smaller site where you maybe have a little less leeway.
Yeah.
This floor has 4 bedrooms, all en suite, and then we've got 2 further bedrooms upstairs, also en suite, because
Okay.
why not?
Yeah.
Let me show you the 3rd bedroom now. This is bedroom 3.
This is bedroom 3, and
Yes.
this could quite easily be like the primary suite in other
Yes,
developments.
and we've kind of tried to incorporate those dressing areas and within all of the bedrooms actually, because it opens up, I think, the house to families that may have older children as well or larger families. We've always made sure we get the 2nd bedrooms, very close to that as well.
Yeah.
So you see what I mean with the contrast of the green and then how bare the front is.
Yes. Yeah.
So
But you've still got bits of landscaping here, right?
there's a lot to go in, yeah. Because each house has front gardens. So once that comes in and they all have separation, they will have their own driveway, their own sort of hedged boundaries, and then planting within their front gardens, plus then the trees that are going to be going in. So there'll be a lot more, I think, feeling of separation once that happens. So top floor now, yeah.
bright space.
Yes, a lot of light, roof light, big window.
Yeah.
We can really take those views in, but we've got the kind of the guest suites here. So there's 2 bedrooms with en suites, and then we've got a little.
Is this a yoga studio?
Yeah, it's just like a relaxing space.
It's a yoga studio.
Yoga with underneath the tree canopy.
Wow, look at that. Yeah. It looks like you're in the trees here.
I love that. I find
Yeah.
it so therapeutic.
That's crazy, isn't it? Yeah, it looks amazing.
So it's a bit of a Pilates yoga, or
Yeah.
I guess end of the day, the space is flexible. So we redesigned it to just utilize it. And we added like the big window.
That's great. Very nice. And you've got another bedroom?
Yeah, there's 2 here.
2.
So this is your first guest en suite.
Oh, God, again, like, it's just,
I think I'm really
look
high.
at the high ceilings.
So that's what I was saying. We didn't, originally there was supposed to be just loft storage everywhere. The ceilings were a lot lower. And we decided to incorporate storage elsewhere. Like all the eaves have storage actually. There's loads of eave storage, plus storage cupboards on every single floor. And so we just use the space for volume.
Yeah. It looks good. I think you made the right choice. Yeah.
And then we've got one more across the hall. So again,
big. Another big room.
yeah.
That's cool. So you've also got a cinema room, have
We
you?
do. There's a cinema room above the garage.
On that side.
So that's still being finished off.
Okay. Yeah.
But I can show you the outside. You can see the outside landscape,
yeah,
the
let's
outdoor
have a look at
kitchen,
that.
dining,
Yeah.
seating.
Yeah, you've got an outdoor kitchen.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Okay, let's go and have a look at that.
Cool. I don't remember this from last time, but we've
No.
got a hidden door in our kitchen.
Is that a hidden door?
Yeah, and we can go out this way.
Wow. Didn't realise
So
that.
that's to the utility.
Wait, I'm just
and-
going to have a look at this. Wow. Blends in perfectly, doesn't it? I had no idea. There you go. So this is like the pantry. There'll be a
Yeah.
pantry here.
Yeah, so the pantry, and then that takes us out of the garage, and that's the cinema room upstairs that's being finished. So this is going to be fully landscaped. There's trees around the front, obviously the fencing and hedging, so we wouldn't otherwise fall off the edge. But
Wow, I can see some of the planting going in.
yeah, they've
Some
started
of the
a little
landscaping.
bit, but this kind of gives you an idea. So you've got your outdoor barbecue.
Wow. This is it.
Of course, a
Perfect
wine
day,
fridge here
perfect
as well.
day. Yeah, where-
So you have your beef eater barbecue with all the sink plumbed
Okay,
in.
what are we
wine
having?
fridge. What would you like?
No, it looks great. I mean, so you've got a seating area here.
Yep,
You've got
there's
another
two more
seating area
spaces
there.
here.
2 more seating areas.
Yes.
I think with the with the level changes and the way the site slopes down, I think you guys have done a really good job.
We've
Of
tried to
like-
make the levels work for us. I think if we had just done what was on the original design, was just a patio and just, I guess, sloped grass area,
Yeah.
we wouldn't have, I think, been able to achieve or maximize the outdoor space. So this is kind of the feature walk area with there's a tree going in here. We've
Lovely.
got a decked area there.
So looking back, what would you say is one of the biggest lessons you've learned on this site?
I think every site is full of lessons. On this site particularly, I think we could have maybe coordinated trades better in terms of just the management side of things. So yeah, there's multiple things I think we could have done better, and we always reflect at the end of each project, take in some constructive feedback as a team, and lessons learned really to kind of make ourselves more efficient on the next one. It's a constant process.
Yeah, it's always evolving, isn't it?
Exactly.
Yeah. If you had to do it all again, would you?
Definitely.
Would you?
Yeah. I would do things a bit differently. I think that's in hindsight you can
Yeah.
say that, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely. It's been such an incredible journey for the company. It's the flagship development that we're really, really proud of. It's the biggest site from a square footage and a value point that we've also done. So yeah,
Would you take on more sites like this if you could?
I think it's all about balance. Once this is finished, yes, we need to keep it balanced. So we are working on 8 projects currently,
Yeah.
all at various stages. If we look at kind of what's ahead, I think in the next 2 years we have about 60 million of GDV that we'll be selling, of which this site is 1/3 of. So it's a big piece
Big
of that
piece.
portfolio.
Yeah.
Really, really big piece of that portfolio. So yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. As long as we're keeping it balanced with a variety of different projects, we'll
Yeah.
definitely look at something like this again.
That's cool. Yeah, big site, big GDV. Are you guys on track to make your profit margins on this?
Yeah, I think this is the critical bit now. When we launch and when we start marketing and selling, and that's really what's going to kind of dictate exactly where we end up. So the work almost starts now.
Yeah, well, it's been great to come back and shoot the second video with you. It's nice to see the progress, and yeah, you're getting there.
Yeah, thank you so
much.
It's
nice to see the show home as well.
Yeah, I think it shows you the work that happens to kind of get to that end stage. So
yeah,
thanks so much for visiting us again.
Honestly, you should be proud of yourselves. You've done an amazing job, and I know how difficult a project like this can be.
Yeah.
So no, all credit to you guys and you and your team. So
it's
thank
been
you.
a massive team effort. Thank you so much.
It's been great.
That's the end of this week's video, guys. If you enjoyed it, then smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already, and I'll see you at the next one.